In the game of Genesis, Saturn stands as the immortal of time, a figure of unwavering discipline and boundless experience. Saturn's journey is a story of self-determination, achieving greatness through hard work, and unraveling the mysteries of time's 13 dimensions within the trinity of grace, glory, and works. Saturn defines works, perspiring towards mastery over self and the universe. The first step, initiation. Saturn's journey begins with a challenge posed by the villain. The villain enjoys taking the form of Saturn to cause apathy among the victims and chaos for competition. The villain's initiation forces Saturn to confront his reputation, ambitions, and test his resolve. Through strife, Saturn learns the value of purpose and begins to forge his path. The reality? Chaos will always test one's focus and determination. The villain's challenge reveals the player's true priorities and inner strength. Inner strength is knowing what defines you, coupled with what you find of value. And the lesson, the path of discipline, begins with acknowledging your flaws and then working on them. Only by confronting your chaos can you train and begin to create order and mastery. The second step, adventure. Uranus teaches Saturn how to identify and embrace the adventure ahead. Under the guidance of the elder immortal, Saturn learns to look beyond fear and see challenges as opportunities for growth and to reach for higher standards, personally for one and collectively for all. Uranus introduces the idea that the greatest journeys require stepping into the unknown with focus and reason. The reality, fear of the unknown is the mind killer. Embracing adventure is the first step towards unlocking your potential. The lesson, fear is a barrier you created upon yourself. Break through it or remain stagnant in the comfort of mediocrity. The third step, mentorship. As Saturn ventures further, Sun provides guidance as a mentor and leader, illuminating the path forward. From the immortal Sun, Saturn learns the importance of perspective and the necessity of light, as well as the density of darkness. The Sun instills in him the wisdom to lead by education and discipline. The reality is guidance and perspective are essential. A player's light can reveal truths that are otherwise hidden. The lesson is to lead with integrity. You must first confront your darkness and win, not lose, as most do. Light without truth blinds, just as wisdom without purpose misleads. The fourth step, separation. Moon eagerly yet resourcefully guides Saturn through the departure, the moment he separates from familiarity and routine. Through her lessons of security and rest, Saturn learns the necessity of leaving behind comfort to discover his potential. Rest provides the lessons of dreams. The moon's influence reminds Saturn that adaptability is key to navigating the tides of change. The reality is growth requires leaving behind what no longer serves you. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The lesson, the path forward is never easy and requires purification. Let go or be dragged down by the weight of what you refuse to release. Fifth step, trials. Mars brings Saturn face to face with trials that test his strength and resolve. Through these challenges, Saturn learns not to dominate, but to govern with performance and precision. Mars teaches him that true strength exists in devotion, courage, and the ability to overcome with the feminine passive magnetic grace and the masculine active electric glory. The reality, trials, struggle, contention, and challenge define who we are. They forge resilience, dynamism, and reveal your character etched with authentic personality. The lesson, strength is not brute force, but the power to persist and the energy to know when to yield. The sixth step, technique. Mercury introduces Saturn to the tools and techniques required to overcome obstacles. With wit and ingenuity, Mercury imparts the value of adaptation and innovation. Saturn discovers that obstacles are points of interest to improve efficiency and effectiveness with an action, which is the key to mastery. The reality, the correct tools and techniques can transform insurmountable obstacles into manageable tasks, giving supernatural abilities. The lesson, mindless effort is wasted effort and energy given to another. Master your tools and how you perform, or be mastered by your limitations and those who know the difference. The seventh step, crisis and rebirth. Saturn's journey reaches a turning point with Pluto, who embodies crisis and judgment. Faced with the abyss, Saturn experiences death and rebirth, shedding the old to embrace the new, giving him mastery over death within the framework of time. Pluto's lesson is one of acceptance, to grow, to peak, to fight the decline, and then acceptance. Cycles of time, linear time, and event driven. Time, Saturn must let go of what no longer serves him. The reality, transformation requires commitment and repercussions. You must face the darkest parts of yourself to graduate towards your destiny. The lesson is growth demands error, training, experience, and performance. Without death, there can be no fulfillment. The eighth step, treasure. Neptune rewards Saturn for his dedication and hard work, revealing the treasures of personal cost. She teaches him that there is no debt in the universe, only a return to balance. Saturn learns that the work he puts into the universe will always return to him in kind, creating harmony in time. She frustrates him by giving him exactly what he deserves based on his actions and not what he wants. He must earn it. This is the gift Saturn gives the players, and time and space are threaded and seamed together by karma. The reality, the universe interacts solely by your thoughts and actions. Dedication and effort will always be rewarded. The lesson is the universe owes you nothing. What you receive is a reflection of what you give. The ninth step, results. With Jupiter, Saturn sees the results of his labor and activity. Jupiter's energy and expansion show Saturn the value of production and achievement. Saturn learns that success is not just in what is gained, but in what is shared, as Jupiter's treasures is both fulfillment for one while connecting abundance for all. The reality is success is not solely personal but must be achieved. True fulfillment exists in the uplifting of others to achieve their dreams as well. The lesson, hoarded success becomes stagnation. Share your achievements or risk losing their value. The 10th step, return. Venus brings Saturn back to the heart of his journey, reminding him of the importance of harmony and trust. Through her, Saturn learns that his achievements are meaningful only when they contribute to the well-being of others. Venus teaches him to balance ambition with service. The reality is ambition without purpose leads to emptiness. Harmony creates lasting abundance. And the lesson, selfish ambition erodes meaning. Serve others correctly to truly enrich your journey. Serve others poorly and you will suffer and reap the consequences. The 11th step, growth. Shadow's influence helps Saturn see the deeper truths of his journey. Saturn understands that excellence requires faith and discovery. Shadow's silence and integrity guide Saturn to become an indestructible and untouchable beacon of discipline, showing others to boldly face every challenge and animate every joy. The reality is growth demands introspection and purification. The greatest truths exist in the shadows. What are you going to do about it? The lesson? Besting trauma is impossible without transparency. Face the truths you'd rather ignore, and like going to the gym, you'll chisel and sculpt your new reality. If you couple shadow with Mercury in time, you will have the tools necessary to tackle even the worst offenses by knowing you are not the same person today as you were yesterday, with new experiences, decisions, and goals since. The 12th step, resolution. Star's brilliance illustrates Saturn's resolution. Here, Saturn synthesizes all his experiences into a cohesive whole. He learns that every quest, no matter how challenging, contributes to the story of the universe. Star teaches Saturn the value of authenticity, novelty, and influence. The reality is authenticity is your greatest strength. Your unique story adds to the universe's tapestry of time and space, and the game needs players to become excellent. The lesson: pretending to be something you are not diminishes your force, power, and energy in the game. Be authentic or fade into insignificance. Stepping further, redemption. Finally, Saturn returns to himself, fully transformed. He knows that time is not just a measure of moments, but a living record of work and effort. Time is a filing system, ensuring every action has its place and an agreement of balance. Saturn becomes the master of time's three modes. 1. Linear time, the calendar and the progression of days, which Saturn uses to control and organize the world, as well as the masters and the forgotten. 2. Cyclical time, the seasons and the repeating turns and rhythms of life, reflecting the spiraling lessons of birth, starting the game, progress, playing the game, win or losing the game, and renewal, and then death to a new game. 3. Event-driven time, the intensity and flow of experiences where Saturn learns to navigate pressure, temperature, density, and by extension, transformation. The reality is time is your most valuable resource wrapped inside space that holds it. Mastering and harvesting its use determines your legacy and destiny. The lesson: time is relentless and merciless. Waste it and you waste your life. Use it wisely and you create eternity. Hidden in time, Saturn finds the pause in between. Here, time is a mirror that stores your spiritual, emotional, physical, and intellectual experiences and inputs with ultra precision. Memory, curiosity, and attention are the keys that unlock its mysteries. This is a space between that reflection, the third hidden component of precise time. If you go too far in the past, depression; too far in the future, anxiety; but in the ever-present now, the moment, peace. Spiritually, time demands sincerity. What you believe shapes your destiny. Emotionally, time amplifies what you project. Anger breeds chaos, while compassion fosters harmony, and without emotion, there would not be a bridge to memory to drive appetency. Appetency being the hidden ability of those beyond the players of the game, referred to mysteriously as the masters and even the forgotten. Physically, time measures effort and endurance, rewarding consistent action with the ability to change and master anything. Master one thing, it becomes easier to master others. Intellectually, time is a keeper and repository of knowledge. The depth of your interaction with it shapes the clarity of your decisions. Saturn's mastery exists in experiencing that time is not a static force, but a dynamic, flexible balance that organizes every cause and effect, and the in-between, or what the players call the Great Pause, where Saturn orchestrates time. Saturn's insatiable desire to experience everything led him to the brink of collapse from his own indulgences and self-destruction. His greed for all achievements blinded him to the mechanisms of time as he trampled without consent. Through this relentless pursuit, Saturn encountered the Forgotten, an elusive group beyond the immortals. The Forgotten revealed to Saturn the folly of unchecked ambition and lacking reason or goal. They stopped him in his tracks so he could confront and master his weakness of greed. By integrating lessons from all the immortals, Saturn discovered that true achievement is not found in experiencing everything, but in discerning the right path amid countless wrong ones. The relentless pursuit of more power, more knowledge, more experiences, without regard for what truly matters. It is the insatiable desire to claim every possibility and accomplish every whim, distorted the flow of time and clouded one's ability to discern the right path. He realized that action aligned with one's optimal future self not only paved the way to personal fulfillment, but also created a foundation for others to rise. In relinquishing greed, the insatiable drive to claim every possibility and hoard every achievement, he embraced the wisdom of sharing. By uplifting others, he lightened his own burdens, unlocking new opportunities to explore and evolve. In this liberation, Saturn found that time, no longer constrained to material wealth, became an abundant ally. Offering freedom to achieve greater harmony and growth, Saturn became the arbiter of time, teaching that fulfillment thrives not in possessing all, but in becoming a steward of fairness, accountability, and the boundless flow of creation. Saturn's strength became his patience, both as a mentor and a judge, silently recording every action and ensuring everything works out in the beginning, the middle, right here, right now, and the end. He learned to see time as a gateway and key, revealing truths only when one is ready. His patience enables him to guide others, recognizing that everyone's journey is unique and must be calculated individually based on their merits, deeds, sorrows, and actions, as well as intention, to ensure clarity and earn treasure born from the fires of respect. By giving others the space to grow, Saturn becomes an example of experience coupled with achievement. Saturn's story teaches players that discipline, work, and self mastery are the keys to achieving your optimal, authentic self. These principles impact not only gameplay strategy, where calculated effort and foresight lead to success, but also personal development. Saturn does not leave the player's journey. He leads every challenge faced, and every reward earned contributes to a legacy and a destiny. Saturn demands discipline from all who play the game. He calls upon players to work on their actions, weigh their intentions, and measure their progress with honesty. His challenge is clear. Show me your works. What have you built? What have you achieved? Lay bare your effort, for time sees all. The karma of the universe demands precision. Put it to work, and the reward will find you. Let no effort go unclaimed and no deed go unbalanced. Discipline is the key to mastery. Prove to me you are worthy of time's treasures. Saturn is one of initiation, acceptance, departure, conquering, claiming, returning, and evolving. Once evolved, initiation again. But what's different is that you are transformed, and with a little extra to give you an edge on your next journey. A relentless cycle of disciplined achievements and transformations. True mastery is achieved not through domination over others, but through the rigorous pursuit of self-mastery and the elevation of others to their highest potential with the example you set. Saturn is matter and substance of the eternal example of your works, ensuring that the balance of the universe remains deserved and intact. What are you waiting for? Go. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your game legendary.